The best turkey you'll ever have, Cajun injected turkey. Chef F. Go ahead, Chef.
All right, so we're going to start with our turkey. This is about an 18-pound bird, and we've removed the innards. We've taken the neck. We're going to put that on the baking pan, which will help caramelize and create our fond. So when we make our gravy from the stock, that'll give it wonderful flavor. This is our house seasoning. It's crucial that you take your house seasoning, you blend it very fine in the coffee grinder, because if you don't, it will clog up your needle. And a clogged needle with a lot of fat in it, with a lot of pressure, is never good for your eyes. Ask me how I know. So I take my melted butter and I pour about a pound of melted butter.
Does it matter if it's salted or unsalted?
It doesn't, because I'm going to adjust my seasonings accordingly.
Okay.
I did use salted butter, which just reduced the amount of kosher salt that I put in there.
Okay. And you said a pound and a half?
Well, for this size bird, I did a pound.
Okay.
And 1 cup of seasoning.
1 cup of seasoning. What was the seasoning?
Well, it's kind of a secret recipe, but I won't give you ratios, but I'll give you the ingredients. We've got cayenne pepper straight from South Louisiana. We've got paprika, oregano, thyme, garlic, white pepper, black pepper, kosher salt, and onion powder.
Ooh, sounds yummy.
So that's a classic Cajun seasoning over here. And
we got snacking going on.
okay, so that's the blend. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to spatchcock this bird, which means removing the breast and the legs, and I'm actually going to remove the wings first, because again, I use those wings as elevation, and I put those underneath the turkey so that during the cooking process they get nice and caramelized, and their purpose is to give flavor to my stock, which I will turn into a gravy. I leave the drummies on. I just remove the wings, and then in order to spatchcock, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this skin here, remove this skin here, and then we're going to separate the thighs and the legs from the breast.
You make it look so easy.
Voila. Now, I put a little pressure on this. A lot of people will actually remove the backbone. I like the backbone. I give a little chiropractic adjustment. I like the backbone because during the cook, I get a lot more flavor, and then that good flavor and collagen creates a really flavorful stock. Then I'm going to leave the breast whole. So, there's my leg section. And then this
And what's
guy,
that, the neck you got there?
This is the backbone and the neck. I'm going to cut that out.
What did you put the thighs on top of? There's a piece
Oh,
of
wings and the neck.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to remove this. This is the neck portion, right off the scapula.
Now, you're pretty proficient with that knife, but people doing it at home obviously need to take some precaution.
You know, it's really not about the knife. You get physical with it, as you can see. I'll do the same with the breast. I'm going to lay this down, and similar to the leg and the thigh, I apply some pressure, and that flattens the surface.
That's for you, Dr. Collin.
That's exactly right.
He was our chiropractor for 20 years in Atlanta.
An amazing chiropractor. All right,
North Point Chiropractic.
that's the fabrication piece. That's all we need to do for that. Now we're going to do the injection. I am going to inject on the sheet pan so that any additional residual butter and seasoning comes out. It actually goes onto the pan. And for easy cleanup, I do put foil on these pans. I didn't know if I'd be able to get the breast and the leg inside on one.
And so prior to all this, you had the oven set at 500, so it's ready to go.
That's correct. The oven's preheated at 500.
Okay. So when this is all done, you're just going to stick it straight in, 500-degree oven.
Right, the key about this is a classic French method called larding. Larding is covering the product with fat. Barding is actually sewing, weaving, or injecting fat in the protein.
Got it.
So as we bard our turkey, we are going to do that with our Cajun injector.
And where can you get those injectors?
You can get these online. This is a commercial one, so it's metal. You can buy the little plastic ones in the grocery store. but they are not very durable.
What do they run, 20 bucks, 15?
This is about $30.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stir up the seasoned fat. And I'm gonna get my first pull. Yeah, it's starting to stick already. Okay. A medical procedure is called
Can you push
Z.
that bowl a little bit going further
All right,
away?
so when you Z it out,
Okay.
you make your injection, you squeeze the seasoned fat in the protein until it's all gone, and then as you pull it, you Z it out. And what that does is it seals the connective tissue so that it doesn't ooze out. So if I just pierce that and pulled the syringe straight out, I get a lot of fat spewing out of that, which is the opposite of what we're trying to do here. I've got a little claw.
Is there a method of where you're injecting it?
I inject it all over.
So is the butter cooling, is that the issue?
It might be, yeah, solidifying. You can see the vacuum I'm getting, but the butterfat's clogging it. So I'm gonna get that cleaned out, and this is the issue with Cajun injecting with such a highly seasoned. You can see the fat here, that's solidified. So I'm gonna run that through a strainer. And remove that off.
I could be streaming while you're doing the injection if you want.
I think probably the best thing to do is heat it up because
That's what I was wondering.
I don't want to get all my seasoning stuck into the strainer. Yeah, clearly you can get a lot more. All right, we'll get that heated up.
Sounds like you're at the bottom of a Slurpee.
And once this roasts, all this seasoning will be inside the connective tissue, so when we cut it, you're going to see layers of seasoning.
That's cool.
So I'm taping this because a lot of people have tasted your turkey and ask how to make it, and it's hard to explain, so I figured I'd just make a video, and then every time they ask me, I'll just send them to the video, it'd be easier.
All right, that's a little hot. Let you get rid of that. Okay, see the draw? Okay, so I'm going to get into that tenderloin right against the bone. That was a good one. On the other side. And that comment I made about the fat and the pressure, I was doing a duck one year in Baton Rouge. I was young. I'm doing this as a young child, and it was stuck. And I just squeezed and squeezed and squeezed, and it was plastic, and it came apart and it shot me right in the eye.
Don't shoot your eye out, kid.
Nothing like a little Cajun seasoned eye. That was wonderful. But the duck was good. Now, the Cajun seasoning that you buy in the store, it's just a liquid. It's not even fat. And it's more of a water injection than true fat. And the reason why this cooks in an hour is fat is a conductor. And so as we're injecting fat inside of the protein, it's getting heated internally. It's almost cooking like a microwave from the inside out.
In addition to separating the turkey, instead of it being
That's
whole.
correct, yeah.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna give this one more shot, and then I'm gonna get into the legs and thighs.
Seems like it would be more than it could handle, but it's not.
You see how it pops up?
I did, yeah. Saw
Let's
that.
see again, if I didn't Z that out, it would squeeze right out. Okay,
Okay.
now that's ready for the oven. .500-degree oven for 45 minutes, and we turn the oven off, and we let it carry over in an off oven for 30 minutes. That's it.
And then you let it rest how long before you start carving it
I
up?
do let it rest about 30 minutes.
Okay.
So it's about a 2-hour affair.
And I'll have to make another video when it comes out, and you cutting it out then. So that way there people can see the juice coming out.
I'm gonna get that bad boy in real quick while we do the legs.
Would you add olive oil?
I did. I wanted to stretch up my butter because I'm in a rush and I don't feel like making more butter. So
Lost screw, lost screw.
Well, I guess you're fulfilling your dream of being a doctor with your little injector there.
yeah. Lisa, can I have that container of olive oil
Oh,
to the left of the knives? Yeah, give me about a quarter cup.
quarter cup.
Yeah, I ran out of butter. I don't have time to melt anymore. Can you hit me? That's great, thank you. So as you can see, it's not a very difficult process. There's keys to watch out for, which is the clogging, obviously.
So in the beginning, you started with a cup and a half of butter, and now we've added some olive oil, so maybe 2 cups to start?
Yeah,
Okay. Uh-oh.
that's why you wear an apron in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Better on my drawers than in my eyes, that's for sure.
Cup and a half, I thought we started with a pound, isn't that 2 cups?
2 what now?
A pound is 2 cups.
Yes, it is.
What did he say in the beginning, 1.5 cups?
No, I used a pound.
Oh, you were talking pounds, not cups, okay.
I did use 1 cup of seasoning. All right, I want to get a little bit more in this thigh. Okay. I'm going to take all this.
All right,
There you have it.
off to the oven it'll go. We'll come back later with a video of it when it's done and slicing. Bon appetit.